Hi, my name is Kieran Garvey and this is my full stack assignment 2 Svelte kit application. I spent a lot of time on this project. For the analytics I got a single chart, multiple chart types, line bar, percentage. I used Frappy charts. For the trends and projections I used the weather, and I kind of just showed it in the trends in a graph of the next 5 days. In maps I have a marker on the point of interest. I have a pop-up with the details of the club and the weather included. I have different layers, 3 or 4 different layers, and I have a weather layer which has different types of rain, snow, temperature, precipitation, humidity. I have multiple maps on a single page. As I said already, I have weather at the point of interest on the maps. Images, I went straight for a gallery, so that means I got the single images. I got added delete images. I have multiple images. I have a pop-up of a modal with the images in them. Authentication, I added at the end. I'd forgotten to do it, and I added in sanitation. I've hashing and salting passwords. I didn't do the level 3 authentication because I went straight for level 4, and I've got Firebase authentication. I'm doing the Svelte app with Svelte Kit. I have SSR, and it's full stack. I'm not using the API from the assignment 1 at all. I'm going to start with demonstrating my Firebase authentication setup. So if I go into login and log in with Google, it comes up and asks me to sign in. In this example, I should get an error because the user doesn't exist. So I'm going to go over to sign up, and I'm going to sign up with Google with the same account. This time it actually generates a random password for you. You can keep that, or you can actually go and change it to whatever you want. And you press update password and it logs you in to create your affiliated club. Let me add in Dungarvan just to show you. It actually goes to Google Maps and pulls back whereabouts the club is. It fills in all the details from Google, and leaves the ones blanks which don't actually, which aren't actually on the Google listing. I'll just fill it in here now just so that we know what's there. And I press add club, and your club dashboard will appear. You'll have a big button across the top to show the forecast in case you want to look up the forecast. It shows you the forecast hourly and the next daily over the next few days if you click the button. Then we have the map where the rugby club is. We have all the rugby club details, view place. If you press view place, it will open up Google Maps and show you the map. If you press get directions, it will show you the directions to the rugby club. Now I built in inline editing so you can actually change the club. So if you want to show you can click it, and I've also got drop downs in there. And you can change any information you want, including the longitude, latitude, club description. I press edit and OK, and then all your details have been changed. You can delete your club. You can add games. And then the games appear below here. You can also add images. And basically the images appear in the gallery below. The gallery generates and sorts the images so they fit. You can actually delete images. It brings you up a list and you can go through all your images and decide which one you want to delete. You delete it and your image is gone. I just logged in as a different user to show you you can actually view the images in a modal also by just clicking on them. On my charts page you can get kind of like a trend of the temperature, pressure, wind speed and humidity for each and every club. I also have multiple charts that all have labels, bar charts, percentage charts, line charts, kind of like a scattered chart then as well, which actually is the results from the games with 2 sets of data to show you the score from each game. I also have the amount of clubs per county, and also the games played per club. But I didn't bring back any clubs that didn't play any games. Next, I'm going to show you maps. All the clubs appear on the map. My map has categories. You can change the view, the weather, which shows you kind of what the weather is currently like, the clouds, the pressure. You can also do it by counties to remove all the counties. If you click a marker, the pop-up shows you the details about the club, and the weather is attached to the pop-up. You also notice it scrolls down to show you the club details. Basically, it gives you the map of the club, the details of the club. So that's 2 maps on one page. There's actually 50 maps on this page, but they're all hidden. And it gives you the weather details again, as I showed in the dashboard for the club. So this is actually public link URL, so people who aren't joined can actually do it. And I'll just show you, if I change club, it does the same thing and gives you the different details for a different club. I've also added maps on my clubs page. Basically, you can filter in here by club senior, junior, type, or you can go directly in and just pick city counties, and it gives you a list of clubs. You can see there's a map for all clubs, and I can go back to top button. You can actually press the button here to view club, and it gives you the same kind of view as the dashboard without all the abilities to edit different things. Shows you the games, the images, the gallery, and everything. I'm also going to show you the admin area. In the admin area, I have inline editing again to change passwords. I didn't put the password in here, it's hashed, so I just put in hashed password here. But if you submit it without changing the password, it uses the existing password. You're also able to edit the user. And you can actually delete users by pressing delete. I'm going to walk you through how my map route actually works. So basically, first of all, it comes in and it goes through the page.server file, TS file, and it gets all the clubs and passes them into my page.svelte. In my page.svelte file, then I get that data that was passed in the clubs, and I loop through all the clubs, and I add club details to the pop-up, and then create a marker for each club. And then in the code here, I generate the large map on the map page with all the clubs and all the markers attached. I then pass the club into my selected clubs file. I then catch the clubs in an export. On mount, I actually set a timeout of half a second just to build all the maps that I'm going to hide in different divs below them, because when I didn't do it, the maps weren't generating correctly. So basically, there's a little bit of a delay when you go to the maps direct route. I then actually build the page for these selected clubs, filling in the weather forecast with the current temperature and the forecast, and the map that's supposed to come in here, and then it generates the club map. And the club map displays a smaller map down below on the selected club. In all these add markers, well, mainly this one, when it goes into the leaflet, what it does is, if I allow on click for a pop-up, which is the big map, it gets that one, I actually go and I fetch the weather on each click and I assign it to the pop-up. And then basically, if we are having the on-click pop-up, basically I go and I fetch the weather. The weather goes off and it fetches it, and I set a store here. So basically the store is actually read in my subscribed to in my current weather and my forecast weather files. And basically what that does is it puts the weather description for the current club that was clicked, so it's displayed on the screen. I found it fascinating being able to do that. It was Rob who gave me the idea, and I thanked him a lot.